Been a minute since I posted, but that's okay. A lot has been going on in life, and so it goes. But I thought I'd post a video today. A video talking about a very specific subject. As you can tell, I'm in my office. What you don't know is I'm kind of half-ass crafting for my flute. I have to do this. Why? Because I have fibromyalgia, and that's what today's topic is about. Music, specifically me fluting, and dealing with my fibro. Alright, so a big thing with my fibro, my right hand, it hurts. It hurts a lot. And let's grab my flute so you can see. So this right here is uncomfortable. I need to have about that much space for my hands. But they don't make anything like that, at least now that I have found. Now they have this little thumb rest. It's by the Bo Beep. And I've already added hot glue to it. I'm not joking. I really am crafting for the sake of fluting. I have to go about my fluting differently. I can't sit down any longer and practice for hours and hours and hours and hours like I did when I was younger. Last time I tried to do that, I actually hurt myself. Physically hurt myself, which is not good. So, I have to modify how I practice, which means I don't do as much technique as I really should. I do about 5 to 10 minutes of technique a day when I practice, which isn't daily because life gets in the way. That's another story. But when I do practice, I practice technique, but I practice it thoughtfully. I don't just go through it. Right now, I am working out of, you really can't see, there it is, this book. Kind of a flutist's must-have, one of the books you must have as a flutist. Okay, hang on. You're going to watch me sit here and craft. So I work thoughtfully out of certain books. Another one I work out of thoughtfully is the Trevor Y. Big Book. That one is a flutist, another flutist must-have. But then I actually get to the meat of what I need to be practicing. Because if I don't, by the time I get done with technique, my hands don't want to work anymore. And there are days, anyone with fibro can tell you, that are better than others. Hang on. I'm trying to concentrate here. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I need just a little bit there. And I will sand this even at some point. All right. So right now, all I'm trying to do is find a way to continue with my love of music while dealing with a condition that as I get older will most likely progressively get worse. I don't want to give up music. I don't. So I'm finding workarounds. Other areas that my fibro affects my music. I some days have shit tone days. Like literally, I can't make a good tone out of my flute, out of my voice. Hell, even my piano. I have issues with that. I have crap tone days. And I try to work through those. And I try to force the tone, and all it did was cause injury. So I had to learn to take a step back and you're like, all right, I have shit tone, but at least I can work on fingerings. It's learning to adapt and overcome. Because if I have a bad day and I have a concert, I have no choice but to play to the best of my ability. And in one of the bands I play in, I am, most of the time, the only flute, which means I have to be able to perform no matter how I feel. So little things like this, little cheats. I've tried the thumb port. It just didn't provide what I needed, honestly. But finding little cheats, ways that I can make playing easier for me. Fibro is a horrible disease. It is something that causes things like a freaking pimple out of nowhere, excruciating pain. my good days. Today's a fairly good day. Yeah, my hand hurts, but it's also raining. My good days is like having a really bad case of the flu. Those horrible body aches are normal, which makes it hard for me to know if I have the flu, just in case you were wondering. My bad days, I cannot express how bad my bad days are. My bad days are so bad that when I had my hysterectomy in 2014, all I needed was ibuprofen because I dealt with pain worse than that. I dealt with pain. I deal with pain worse than having a body part ripped out of you violently by someone else's hands. I could let that be an excuse as to why I gave up music. Walk away from music now. And people would be like, oh, well, it's understandable. That's not who I am. Music for me is life. So, I'm finding workarounds, which means Mandy crafts for her flute. Now, once this much cools down enough to where I don't leave fingerprints and I can actually use it, I'm going to see if this is enough to make it comfortable. So that way I can continue practicing. Because I do have a performance this coming weekend and I need to be able to play. No, it's not cool enough. But I just want to share with you some of the struggles that I deal with having fibromyalgia and playing the flute. It is not easy, but I'm doing it. And I know that someday when I get my dream flute, she's up here on my vision board. She really is. When I get that dream flute, that Sankyo 901, with all the options I want, I know that I'll be able to take little things like this and put it on her and make her work for me. Or him, depending on which the flute I get. My current flute is a female. It's Calliope. My piccolo is a female. That is a little K, and I have a male piccolo who does not like me, but that's another story. But the point is I have to make things work for me due to having this condition, but I don't give up. So anyone out there who deals with a chronic pain condition, I don't care if it's fibro, MS, lupus, arthritis, if you truly love something, you can find a workaround. And honestly, for those of you who deal with that, I would gladly help you come up with creative workarounds for you on ways to practice with chronic pain, ways to improvise, adjust with chronic pain, and just someone to talk to who deals with chronic pain. I hope all of you have a wonderful day. I'm going to wait for this to cool off so that way I can try it and see how it works. I will keep you updated on my social medias, which Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Let you know how this works. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Toodles!